Hey guys, thank you for tuning in, right? It's Trade with Ellie. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please make sure you do. Okay, so today I'm going to do something very, very different. I've been watching a whole bunch of different videos on YouTube from different traders that have been really entertaining and just entertaining in all different types of aspects, to say the least. And so today I'm going to do a reaction video to one of the Swag Academy's videos. It is titled, oh my god, right? OMG, the hype of Dogecoin, Wall Street bets making millions, Bitcoin at 48,000 and Forex traded. Bitcoin at 48,000 is one of the ultimate highs. If you've been checking out some of my videos and you've been following up with what I've been talking about, then you already know that Bitcoin has reached that high and stuff like that. So let's just check out this video and see what this is about. I have not watched it yet, so these reactions are going to be my normal reactions, to say the least.
And guys, we are in the building. Say it with me. We are in the building. I know that's my slogan. We here. And Austin's behind the camera. How you feel, bro?
I'm lit. I'm ready to be back.
Bro, we've been gone for 4 weeks, and I apologize to you guys. And all the questions are the answers to the questions. That's what it is.
The answers.
All the answers to your questions will be, released and shown on Secure the Swag, which drops Sunday. So, like I said, I apologize for being gone. The last video we posted was the day in the life of a millionaire part 2. But now Austin and I have brainstormed so much. We even have a new setup. You guys may notice this is not my usual setup where I'm usually on the other side of the penthouse. Same penthouse, new setup will be shown on Secure the Swag episode 5. We want to get into this video, but before we get into the video, make sure you subscribe below.
Make sure to subscribe to my channel below.
It's been a while since you've been notified, so hopefully y'all got that bell ringing. Turn the bell on. Austin, is there anything else?
I think that's it.
All right, let's get right into the video. All right, so this video is gonna encompass a lot. I'm gonna talk about, should you quit currency trading to stock trade?
Now, why would you do that?
Or do cryptocurrencies, or should I learn all 3 at the exact same time?
Learning all 3 at the same time? That sounds insane.
It's all good questions, and I understand, we are in amazing times for investing to be mainstream. If you don't know already what really happened, a group on Reddit called Wall Street Bets really tried to take down these hedge funds. So retail investors, hedge funds going at each other, and it started because these hedge funds were short selling companies such as GameStop. These companies that are, undervalued in the eyes of Wall Street Bets. You all know what short selling is. I could just look down here and change my charts and add me to the screen. Come on, man, this new setup is lit. But you know what short selling is. It's basically when you look at the market, you look at a company, you look at a currency, and you believe the price is gonna go down, so you sell it. I'm not gonna get into the specifics and how you're borrowing, then you're selling, then you're buying it back. Not important. What's important is playing at the current time. Wall Street Bets forced the price all the way up, forcing them to lose billions of dollars. They're basically forcing them to liquidate all their positions. So moving on, for those who don't understand how these billion-dollar hedge funds are losing.
I love this because a lot of people did not understand what was happening with these GameStop stocks and how people were making money, why, people in the hedge funds were upset. So just hearing right now how he's explaining it, I'm glad that it's very simple to a basic level where the average person can understand fully what really happened in that transaction or that time.
Losing money. I got a quick illustration to show you guys. So let's just say GameStop shares at $18, right? Remember this number, right? $18. And let's just say they bought 1 million shares. They are billion-dollar hedge funds, so they probably spent a lot more money. Let's just say they bought 1 million shares, right? 1 million shares, right? Equals. Now I'm gonna switch over to my other screen. Look at this, 18 times 1 million shares. So let's go back to this notepad, right? 18 million. And let's just say price did exactly what they expected it to do, which was drop all the way down. And now price is at, let's say, $2 a share, right? So if price is at $2 a share, right? $2 a share times 1 million shares, back to our other screen, 2 times 1 million shares, $2 million. So that means 18 million plus $2 million or subtract it. The profit on that, $16 million. Now, these are billion-dollar hedge funds. I want you guys to understand that. So this number is probably like 160 billion, 38 billion. Like this is just an example to show you guys how they're losing so much money. Essentially what Wall Street Bets did was this. GameStop. Now, it's showing all this crazy stuff on GameStop. I'm not even gonna get into it. Let's just say $350, right? $350 a share. $350 times a million shares, $350 million. Back to the note screen. 300.
You know what charts look like, and you know what candlestick formations look like? That is some craziness.
And 50 million plus. It's a plus because this was essentially a loss. This is their investment. 18 million, $368 million lost, potentially. And mind you, like I said, this number is in the billions. This is just a clear, made up out of nowhere example. I'm just showing you guys, for those who have no idea, well, how are they losing money? This is how. The shares were around $18, and then Wall Street Bets, instead of having it, drop all the way down like these billion-dollar hedge funds predicted, they forced price all the way up. So they're forcing these hedge funds to buy their shares back. And some hedge funds are still in the position in hopes and in prayer that price comes all the way back down.
I gotta stop this right now, because when I work with individuals and they lose $20 and they're like, man, I don't think trading is for me. You lost $20. It takes money to make money. Now losing that much, that's different. That's very different. But also when you have way more capital than that, I want to assume it don't hurt as bad, but I think it still hurts. But if the average person loses $20, like, we spend $20 on nothing. Would it make sense?
Way up, so they're forcing these hedge funds to buy their shares back, and some hedge funds are still in the position in hopes and in prayer that price comes all the way back down. Like, you know how many times that you guys have been in a trade and you're losing so much money that you're just like, there's no way. It has to come back down. There's no way, like, price has to come back down. That's what these billion-dollar hedge funds are doing. They're panicking. Now, I have an article I want to show you guys before I end this topic and get to the overall point of my video. It says, GameStop's tumultuous stock market journey demonstrates the power that coordinating via social media can have, and it may cause short sellers to think again about betting against a company they think is in decline. Institutional investors, including hedge funds, will have to increasingly do their research into sentiment expressed online in forums like Reddit and factor this into some of their decisions. This is very important. We hear all the time in the market, there's technical analysis, fundamental analysis, and sentiment analysis. What do you think this is? A lot of you guys are technical traders and fundamental traders, but you ignore sentiment analysis, which is a big thing. As you see, these billion-dollar hedge funds got burned because of it. It's gonna change the game because now these big hedge funds and everybody across the world has to look online and Google what the overall sentiment of the market is before deciding to invest or trade in it. Now, mind you, that story was crazy. I just spent like 3 minutes explaining that whole story. I've gotten so many DMs in the last 4 weeks, honestly, since the last time I posted a video saying, Swaggy, I need to invest in Dogecoin right now. I need to invest in GameStop. I'm losing money by you not responding to me. Chances are, if you guys are hitting me up about something that is mainstream right now, you're not going to make money. Like, yes, we're in a big debacle right now, and it's amazing to see, me being a trader and an entrepreneur. It's good to see these retail investors sticking to these billion-dollar hedge funds. But to be quite honest, you're not going to make money when everybody already knows about it. For example, if you guys are watching my channel, chances are you're watching for currency trading, right? When price goes all the way up and you decide to get in, what is gonna happen? Do you think you're gonna make money, or you think it's gonna shoot all the way back down? If price is going down and it doesn't drop 100 pips already, and you decide to get in, do you think it's gonna keep going down, or do you think it's gonna retrace back up, or even reverse? My point exactly. And I need you guys to understand that. It's similar with people who get rich from investing. You get rich because you see companies that not everybody knows about. You invest a lot of money into it when it's not that expensive to buy a share, and a few years later you get rich. It's a lot more complex than that, obviously, but that's basically a quick summary of how you get rich from investing. If you have been learning how to day trade for the last year and it's currencies you've been focusing on, but you see this grand global hype with, cryptocurrencies and, GameStop and AMC, relax. This is how people lose a lot of money into the markets. They focus on one thing, then something else is hyped, so they got to get into that. Then something else is hyped, then they got to get.
So true. I was on my Facebook and I was reading how someone I had went to school with, I'm gonna keep it that general. Someone I went to school with was like, okay, cool. I just got Robinhood. What am I investing in? And I was just like, oh, child, girl, man, person, please. Like, first of all, after everything you heard about Robinhood, that's what you decide to download, right? I mean, granted, if you don't know, you don't know, right? You don't know. But Robinhood is not where you want to be investing in. Second of all, like the hype of that, like he said, that's not when you want to get in. Like, but people don't know, right? It makes sense, right? You don't know what you don't know, and there's people like us who have knowledge in different areas that are sharing information now. I've shared a lot of information, and I can tell you right now, a lot of people was closing their ears, but now I don't think they're open yet, but I think they're starting to get it. But better late than never, right?
Into that, then the fear of missing out is over here, so you got to get into that. It's the same thing with, Forex. You're trading gold, you're trading GA, you're trading GU. You're 3 pairs, and that's it. All of a sudden, you see your friends trading GJ, and it's trending like crazy. Or you see news came out for USD JPY, and you're like, oh my gosh, it forced the US dollar all the way up. I got to get in. You're not knowledgeable enough in that area. We're trying to focus on consistency. It's better to get good or great at one thing and then dive off into other things, as opposed to learning one thing, then learning another, then learning another, then learning another. I want you guys to keep this in your mind. Every market is hyped at some point in time. A few years ago, Brexit was crazy. Obviously, every single day, there's some Instagram flexer who is flexing their lifestyle and on private jets, and you can become rich next week, which I hate so much. But obviously, Forex is a hot commodity right now to the world. The stock market is having the craziest moment it's had in years, and now everybody wants to be a stock trader all of a sudden. Elon Musk is constantly tweeting about Dogecoin. Everybody wants to invest in it now or has a Dogecoin right now. And while I'm a finance channel and I'm a finance guy, what I believe in is understand what you're doing before you do it. I'm not well versed in stock trading. Stock investing, a little bit different, but I wasn't thinking about it last week. So when something just happens out of nowhere, I'm not just gonna jump into it. For example, Bitcoin. I have Bitcoin. I've been studying it for years and trading it. You can see my screen of me talking about Bitcoin broke 7,300 today in 2017 and something else where it says, yeah, everybody heard the hype of Bitcoin, searched for it, saw Litecoin was cheaper and invested in that instead. And that's just from a few years ago. Like, I've been studying and reading books on Bitcoins for years, so it didn't just catch me by surprise when I wanted to just jump in. So back to my original point, if you've been studying stock trading or stock investing for years, by all means, I hope this last month was crazy for you. I'm sorry that Robinhood did what it did to you guys. It's all manipulation, and I'm interested to see what the court has to say about it. But don't jump into this market and try to buy GameStop or buy Dogecoin just because you see the hype. For me, for example, I didn't make a dime off of AMC or BlackBerry or Nokia or GameStop. I didn't do anything. I didn't feel the need to, and I'm trying to get to you guys. This is one of these swaggy rants that goes on my YouTube.
This is so true. Like he said, everything has a wave. So it's like if you miss it, it's okay. Be ready for the next one or catch the next one before it occurs. Like, especially like he said with Bitcoin, like Bitcoin's wave hasn't fully passed, but it's on its way, right? It's skyrocketing, or you could say skyrocketed. But there's other coins who haven't made that push, so don't always jump on everything. Like you're missing the real wave to capitalize, and you're jeopardizing your capital. Just find something else and learn about something else that you can profit off of or benefit off of.
It's like I was in Texas with my wife when this is all going on. I didn't feel the need to open my laptop and go on Robinhood and, try to buy shares of GameStop. What did I do? I opened up my chart, looked at gold, looked at GA, looked at GU, nothing was trending, didn't do anything, looked at GA, oh, I could sell it, boom, get into a trade. It's that simple. Stick to what you know. Only invest and trade in things you know about and you're proficient in, and you feel like with enough confidence in your soul, you can say, this is gonna happen because of this. The point of the market is not to just jump in and just say on Twitter and Instagram, oh, I'm in Dogecoin, you should be too. You don't know what you're investing in. Take your time, study, learn, YouTube, buy a course, read a book, learn for free. Do something instead of just blindly jumping into the market. Don't feel like you're missing the hype. There's always something. And I'm not a financial advisor, so again, like you guys can do whatever you want, but from my experience and my perspective, that is the best way possible to get from point A to point Z. So the point of the video is, should I, stop currency trading and learn something else while learning? No. My opinion, and my humble opinion, no. Keep focusing on what you're doing. There will be a hype time in this market, but we're not focused on the hype time, because when it's hype, that's when liquidity is crazy. The brokers can manipulate, as you've seen with Robinhood, they can do whatever they want. If you're not familiar to manipulation in the Forex market, these brokers can widen the spread and cause slippage. A lot of things can happen. We're not focused on the hype moments. We're focused on consistency. It doesn't have to be Forex. It doesn't have to be currencies at all. It can be stocks. Focus on stocks, then move over. Focus on crypto, then move over. If you've already been studying currencies for a year, do not stop and try to learn something else. Unless you feel like this just isn't for you. You feel like you've blown 1 million accounts and you just can't grasp it. All means do what you gotta do. But if you feel like you've been consistently progressing, relax, it's gonna be okay. I just wanted to talk to you guys for a second because a lot of people have been DMing me saying, you need to tell me right now what I need to be investing in. And it's like, you weren't blowing me up last month. You're not missing anything. Like, yeah, there's a whole crazy thing going on, but leave that to Wall Street bets and these billion-dollar hedge funds. I did. It's good to seek out information. Don't seek out an immediate return. I'll holler at you guys.
That was a great video. I mean, he explained exactly what happened in 3 minutes, and it made complete sense. Like, I've heard so many different people explain this, and this was one of the best explanations in my opinion. Very clear, very simple, and great advice. Like, do not try to jump into opportunity to capitalize on certain stocks or trades or trends because you're missing the great opportunity to get in to fully capitalize. Like, that is really the main thing I hope you took from this video. This was a great video. I hope to do some more. Check out my next one. I'm going to tag a few things in the comments, in the description. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye, guys.